After that first season, we were 5-0 going to the final game at Wheatland in Lancaster, in the city there. And we were looking like we were going to head to an undefeated season. We're up maybe 3 or 4-0 late in the game. But there at Wheatland, at the school, they only, for the freshman game, they only had the goal post and the crossbar. They didn't have any nets. And late in the game, we were slacking a little bit. We were going to go undefeated and unscored upon, and a Wheatland player struck the ball into the left-hand corner. I'm thanking Roger for this story, by the way. The ball went up into the left-hand corner, and it obviously, we all knew it went in. We sunk down, but the referee must have had a bad angle, and he called it no good. It's a goal kick. So, congratulations, Coach Ranch. We were undefeated and unscored upon. But the reason I tell that story is that was the start of something special that year for us as seniors. And it just ballooned from there. I'd also like to recognize tonight Coach Dave Dumeyer, who was the freshman coach at his first year, I believe it was, Dave, that year. That was your first year's coach. And I also have a personal thank you for Mr. Dumeyer because he got me interested in Susquehanna mid in my senior year, and I ended up going there and playing soccer there. So thank you very much, sir, for your contributions. All right, let's take ourselves back to that fall quickly of 1975. I know we have a few minutes here. But we have to sort of, teammates, please take your mind back to 1975. Think about that soccer field across the street from Kaufman Road now, because that was the first year of the old soccer field, the grass soccer field. Think about the memories there, not about the E-Town game, but the memories there. And then take yourself to War Memorial Field at Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and all the county championship game, the district playoff game, the district championship, the playoff game leading to the state semifinal. Put yourself now, think of where you were in those days, and think about the unstoppable attack highlighted by the offensive prowess and skills of Eshelman, the heroic speed of Harriger. Remember the impenetrable defense led by the brawn of Lowry in the middle, and yes, in the nets, Abe. Snyder was his name, and key saves were his game. However, most notably, think back to the excellence of the All-Stater Brubaker, the captain of the midfield. His talented play pulled it all together, and we all say Roger to that. And of course, there were the role players, the other 11 of us that were there: Becker and Williams, Miller, Wilson, Males, Shetwumf, Arnold, Huffman, Poster, and yours truly. All had special contributions. And then there was Vincent, the foreign exchange student, who always had a smile on his face, and he kept us grounded and with a special perspective. Vinny, I believe, is in Mexico now. I wish he could be with us tonight, Vincent, but it was special having him on that team that season. I also want to just quickly recognize we have 2 alumni with us here tonight. Doug Lowry's older brother, John Lowry, from the class of 75, a prolific scorer, and he really set the tone for many of us to look up to in the program. And also with us tonight from alumni is Tom Markow, and Tom's with us tonight. He was a graduate, I believe, of 75, the year before our team. So thank you for both being here. Both the 2 alumni with us tonight, they were part of a little get-together that we had last night after the basketball game, where we went over to the Black Knight Inn and shared some memories about our incredible soccer journey that fall. For each of us, we'll have memories that will really stick out for us. If I may, just personally, I'm wrapping up here, Coach. For me personally, it was the Peckway that we worked it all out. Roger's stuff is better than mine. For me personally, it was the Peckway Valley regular season game under the lights at Peckway in the regular season, when a midfielder was inserted into a special role as a midfield defensive stopper as part of a new formation for the first time in the season. The new defensive position was primarily responsible for marking or shadowing the top scorer of the other team. However, on this night, the defensive midfielder somehow launched a strike from 40 yards out, I might be exaggerating, catching the goalkeeper out of position for a goal. I'm not sure I took another shot all year long, Coach, but that one went in. And others will remember playoff winning goals, penalty kicks, defensive shutouts, critical game-altering saves. For all of us, yes, the Quagmire, as Coach mentioned, the incredible wet, cold, damp, muddy field conditions for the state semifinal against Bethlehem Liberty at Reading Municipal Stadium, still the home of the minor league Phillies, I believe. Oh, what might have been, of course. While we all have special memories of that season, all of us, I can say, by being with them the other night at the Black Knight Inn, now in our mid-50s, appreciate the importance of what we accomplished in the fall of '75. We were trailblazers for the sport at Hempfield High School, a precursor to the future county and district champs here at Hempfield and the recent boys soccer championships a few years ago. We put, as Coach said, Blue Knight soccer on the map. That will be our legacy as a team. I know many of your family members are here tonight. Many of them were probably at War Memorial Stadium in those days. I'm fortunate to have with me my father and mother and parents. My family from Connecticut couldn't come tonight. I wish they could be here, but thank you for you two. That's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for that. But I have to quickly say, my father was a soccer player here in the late 40s. He graduated in 1950. He's here with me tonight. I just want to say that he was a three-sport athlete. And Dad, you're a Hall of Famer in my book. To wrap up, I have to say this, and not many people probably focus on this. Soccer went away after sometime between 1950 and when I arrived in high school. Soccer went away for a while. But it was truly this gentleman here, Mr. Al Schuss, with his dedicated work with the Hempfield Soccer Club, he got high school soccer back to the high school. So I have to say, we as a team salute Coach Schuss for what he did, because the memories that we're talking about tonight may have never happened, not only for his leadership that year, but what he did leading up to that. He all schooled us at Centerville Junior High, that I'll always remember. Thank you, Al, for what you did for soccer at Hempfield High School. And now I'm going to finish, Roger, but in closing, I have to say, I've lived in Connecticut since 1984. The last 21 years in a town where our local high school mascot is a knight. Just ironic. It reminds me constantly of the Black Knights of 1975, members of the greatest boys soccer team of its time, and at least for the following quarter century. On behalf of my teammates and my coaches, I want to thank the committee once again for this honor. Thank you.
Our captain's next.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. Well, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Coach Schuss, Miles, and Steve for sharing wonderful comments and insights this evening. A special thank you to the committee and Jeff for recognition of our team tonight and an excellent dinner that was provided. I want to take an opportunity to thank my parents and my sister, and my son is here this evening, for all the support over the years. I think my parents were at many of the games. I know my parents were at many of the games. Excuse me, and that didn't go unnoticed. Excuse me. I'm truly honored and blessed to have been a part of this amazing group, and I would like to share a few of my memories. I came up with a list of truisms as I reflect on the '75 season, and it's basically a top 10 list of why we're here tonight. So here we go. Number 10, losing to Elizabethtown the first game of the season was a seemingly crushing blow, but it set the tone for the rest of the year. Our determination level increased significantly. Number 9, Abe Snyder was as crazy as we thought. He really was. Number 8, the competition between our offense, midfield, and our defense was continuously fueled by Coach Grant and his ridiculous drills. But it all worked, as we had the best defense in the league by far, only giving up 8 goals the entire regular season. Number 7, every time we thought we had lost Joe Harriger to injury for the season, he was back on the field the very next game. Number 6, Doc Grosh was our secret weapon for healing injuries between games. I think this is about the time some of us first learned what the word hematoma meant. Number 5, our team was really a team comprised of players, each with their own significant talents and contributions. I think we all recognize that there were no superstars on this team, and that we would only be successful if we all worked together. And to that end, we were champions.